Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Acker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs will have some work to do after that short return. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We've got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Mississippi State going up tempo. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
The give to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
And they'll knock him down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football, to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Acker. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He finds his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air, using the quick game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H. They're up by 18 over Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third down, he drops the throw. He's going to take off. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stopped. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Escapes trouble, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This is a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught near the sideline, it's Lincoln. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Mississippi State going up-tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Tempo in overdrive. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets to give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll try the run. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He leaves it with his back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens, and running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like we just saw.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one...
Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. Corners are going to bail. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this the ball back for its own. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Houston is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Clutch City. They're up by 32 over Colorado. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Unloads. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll keep it himself. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on third. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Final play of the quarter coming. Gonna run it. It's Manning. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback will audible. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. On second down, he's looking downfield. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
That's a really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Feeling some heat. caught on the outside. It's Lincoln.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
They'll run for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Let's go!
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Takes a handoff. It's Manning. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking.
Clear! Clear!
on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.